Hi everybody, croeso to the Irish Cymraeg version of the Edfwyad Revival podcast. We are here today to talk about all of the Welsh things that are coming up, all of the exciting Welsh films that we're going to get to see, and all of the exciting Welsh just events and exhibitions that are happening. I am here with Joe.
Helo. Fi di Joe Llaw, siaradwr Gymraeg o'r tîm yma at Edfwyad Revival. Yeah.
How are you today, Joe?
Oh, teimlo'n great, feeling good, feeling fab. A little tired after the fun party and atmosphere after last night's opening party. But
opening night was great.
Yeah, opening night was absolutely phenomenal.
So tell me, how long have you been speaking Welsh then?
Dwi wedi bod yn siarad Gymraeg ers o'r oedran 2 a wnes i i Cylch, wedyn Ysgol Gynradd yn Castell Nedd, wedyn i Aslafera uwchradd, a dewisais i wneud cwrs yn Saesneg, a o'n i wedi deall Saesneg ddim i fi, so felly i wneud cwrs hanner Gymraeg, fel fi yma heddiw, and yeah, that's where I've ended up. I've been doing Welsh language speaking, first language Welsh speaking since I was 2, and then I've moved up throughout Cylch, Cynradd and Uwchradd, where all my schools where I've just consistently been using the Welsh language. I've got all my A-levels in Welsh and stuff like that. And then I currently do this course in half Welsh as well.
Yeah.
So I feel very confident with my Welsh, even though I feel like I do talk Wenglish quite a lot, which is, I think, my favourite part of being Welsh.
Yeah.
Bit of Wenglish, always gets it going. But my translations are very different to North Walian ones, so I am apologising now when we have Llinos on the pod.
Apologies. But we saw a lot of Wenglish in one of the films that we got to see last night.
Absolutely. My favourite thing that I'm going to ask you to say, if you can try it. Go on, Taylor.
I Tolldy.
That is an amazing attempt. That is fantastic.
Trying my best here.
You're doing amazing. A Tolldy, which is the English translation to...
The Toll House.
Yes. Horror comedy di cael ei ysgrifennu gan Parr. This was commissioned by S4C as well. Mm-hmm. And that, oedd llawer o Wenglish. O'n i'n credu, oedd y stori o tyfu lan yn hoiw ac yn delio dy llawer o pethau, delio dy demons tu fewn a tu fas tef, like y bullies a popeth. Oedd e'n stori sydd yn clir ac o'n i'n deall be oedd yr ysgrifennydd di mynd amdano. The story following the main character Emyr and how he has to battle his internal demons as well as the external ones being the bullies, aka Gwyn and Rich. God rest their souls. And it's just, yeah, it was really interesting to see. There's always like this thing with formality in Welsh that I want to always think about, because I'm a very informal person. I'm very informal when it comes to my Welsh way as well.
Yeah.
So when I speak to someone, os ni'n siarad Llinos neu Abi, fi'n siarad fel a mae'r tafodiaeth o lawr dde dy fi, a mae ddim yn fel clir beth di'n dweud, ond mae'r Wenglish dy fi. I've got that really strong South Walian vibes to it, and that conversations that I'll have are just really Wenglishy.
Yeah.
And seeing that on a big screen, I was absolutely cackling, My God.
Yeah, I mean, how often does that happen? How often is Wenglish represented?
I was gonna say, it's amazing just to see this language represented, as is something that day by day people need to start learning. And it's really good for learners, as we do have quite a few in the class, seeing that on this big screen, being able just to read off, being like, oh, I understand that. Because I had a conversation with Alfie, who was able to actually say, being like, oh my God, it was really nice seeing that on the screen. I was like, oh, it's really good as well. I think language is the core of who we are as people. And seeing our language up on that big screen, my heart, fy nghalon, it was great.
It was amazing. There was even a nod in the film being like, where they were talking Welsh to their partner. One of the characters was talking Welsh to their partner, and then the other bully character was like, God. I speak Welsh too, and they didn't expect it. And there's
honestly,
like a whole...
I think I love it in films when they do that.
Yeah.
When they're like, oh, dwi'n siarad Gymraeg, and mae neb yn gallu gweld be fi'n dweud. We have a gallu siarad Gymraeg. And it's just like that little it just grabs, and I think it's just lovely, that is. Mm-hmm. It was really, really funny, that was.
It was really good. It was really good.
Very good comedy.
Yeah, and we also had a bit of Welsh representation in Never, Never, Never.
Ooh,
which was a really good.
Yes. So this was based, obviously, in West Wales, in Tenby. Yeah. We also then saw the story of Henrik and Arwen? Yes, Arwen.
I think so.
So one a fisher and the other one a performer. And mae fe'n siarad am y cerddoriaeth dim Shirley Bassey. Yr eicon sy'n canu'r caneuon fel Diamonds Are Forever from one of the James Bond iconic films. And then also Never, 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 the title film. And it was just, wow, what a deep dive into Welsh culture, I'd just like to say.
Yeah.
We had the opportunity to talk to the costumer, Aidan Bithysgwm, about the actual costumes themselves. And a notable one that I think I was giggling out, were the traditional Welsh ladies, which are these massive red skirts, these crochet capes, black little boots, and massive Abraham Lincoln hats. Because they are my favourite things ever. They are high to heaven. They are beautiful. And it was just the ability to actually see that on the big screen again. Like, I grew up, when we did St David's Day, you either dressed up in Welsh rugby uniform or traditional Welsh outfits. Yeah. So all the girls would come in these little dresses, and then the boys would be dressed up in their trousers and their shirt with the little things. You also see it in Dysgu Hedfan as well, which is just, it was just an amazing representation as well. There was also daffodils on ar y rest o them daffodils fanna, and I just, little nods as well, little things. I think it was just, he's just so pretty. He's just so nice. It's just lush seeing all of it, honestly.
Well, we've got a lot of good Welsh content lined up for Iris this year. Is there anything specific that you're looking forward to?
Ooh. We've got one coming up later. We've got Dysgu Hedfan, part of the community education and micro shorts. Shorts?
Yeah,
micro
shorts.
Collection, which looks very interesting to me.
Yeah.
We've got then TikTok or Alwad, which was created on TikTok, and Hansh is where I saw it. Which I think there's going to be a Q&A about that. Very excited for that.
Yes.
I'd really like to go see that. And then we've got Teth Talk.
Which
Leo
Teth was
Drayton.
last year. So we had the Welsh film last year.
Yes, and it was last year.
So we're doing a talk about the process of making that and an interview with Leo.
Oh, that'd be fantastic then on that day. So I think there's a lot of opportunities coming up, and I'm just excited to get my teeth into it. Honestly, just have the opportunity to find out more about what we do.
I think it's really wonderful that there's such a focus on pushing Welsh content into Iris as well. Even though it's such an international film festival, they're still focusing so heavily on the fact that their home turf is Cardiff and is Wales, and how much of an effort like they're putting into respect Welsh culture and really put it in there.
I think having this collection of films and just all the Welshness in at, obviously, like, it's a worldwide festival. Yeah. But then making sure it is happening in Cardiff, so we're going to show you the best of what we've got as Wales as a country. Especially
because Cardiff is such a hub. It's such a massive entertainment hub. There's so many some of the biggest sections of the BBC happen to be in Cardiff specifically. It's
on our doorstep.
Yeah.
By the train station.
It's really just and it feels strange that it's we don't have as much Welsh content as we should when so much of the entertainment comes from Wales.
I feel like on a daily basis, obviously I'm coming to Cardiff and I see all of this stuff here in Wales when it comes to filming and media. But then when I actually go home and see my TV and I'm just watching, I get nothing. Yeah. And I'm just like, do you know what? We need more. Yeah. We need to have more coverage of it. We need to get more Welsh language things out there. And it just, ma angen mwy. Ma angen proper mynd amdani a just push into it, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for chatting.
Diolch yn cael fi.
Now we're going to go to an interview with one of the crew members on the film The Toll House.
Hiya, I'm George Dow and I am here with
Parr.
This is the writer of Tolldy and the actor.
Yeah. I was a bit of an artist. I cast myself in it and I wrote it, so yeah.
Could you give us a bit of the inspiration behind Tolldy?
The production company contacted me saying we really want to do a horror film and we wanted it to be queer themed, so we had these long conversations about, and I basically told them, basically it's a horror film itself, growing up gay in Wales.
Absolutely.
And they were like, give us examples. So I was telling them these stories, and actually the story that inspired this was when I went to university here in Cardiff. I loved it, it was amazing. And then it was that first Christmas going back home and kind of seeing those people from high schools, and suddenly, I'd become so comfortable with myself in Cardiff, and suddenly I was like, why aren't I comfortable now? So it was about Emir, the main character. It was about him going back to confront the demons that haunted him, both the metaphorical demons and his bullies as well.
Thank you so much for taking the time to have a conversation.
Oh, no, thank you.
It was really wonderful to get the chance to chat to the writer and actor of the film and really understand his inspiration behind it. It was really a fantastic film. Well, thank you, Joe, so much for talking to me. And thank you all for listening to this episode of the Advuyad Revival podcast. I hope you will come back next time. This podcast is brought to you by the Performance and Media students in association with the Iris Prize Film Festival here at the University of South Wales.